Hello everybody, back here again for our Idiot's Guide to Working Out and Weight Loss. And today I want to talk to you about the need for recovery time. I'm a week and a day past my first half marathon ever, which I had a great, amazing time at. Absolutely kicked butt. I came in like 52 minutes ahead of my goal times. I was like totally rocking the speed. That was after having to stop and use a porta-john twice because my nervousness and my ignorance going up into the marathon got me to basically eat too much and eat the wrong foods before the race and end up messing up my stomach. So definitely I ran my butt off in that whole thing. Average time was 9:48, but that was the exact same pace my buddy had, and you figure I stopped twice and I actually finished the exact same moment as he did, and he didn't stop at all. So there was two times, actually the whole way I was running, I'd say probably 10 miles of the 13.1, I was running at a faster pace to catch up for him after I had those breaks I had to stop and take. So at the 10K mark, I was a minute ahead of him. I fell behind him. I used the restroom, and then I ended up having to pick up my pace. So I figured I was probably running, I'd say a good 30 seconds faster than that. So I was about the 9:20 pace, what I was figuring at overall. Didn't have my GPS watch yet, so I don't know my exact pace, unfortunately. I do have it with me now, which I'm actually wearing it for the first time today. You can see it right there. I haven't downloaded it yet to see how well it tracked out. But I, like an idiot, a week ago, today, it was the day after the marathon, I decided to mow my yards and stuff. So I push mowed. I've got probably a good acre of yard to mow, so I push mowed all of it on some hills and that kind of stuff. I felt good after the marathon, so I wasn't really beat up, wasn't feeling that bad. Thought I can handle this. Then I also went for probably a 7-mile hike through the timber. Not even on trails. I was following like deer trails and just cutting ground. So there's a lot of up and downs, a lot of climbing out of the creeks, that kind of stuff. And then I kind of didn't, I was still feeling decent, but not feeling great. I decided to, Tuesday, I took off and decided to go for, I think it was about a 10, 12, no, it was probably 20 miles. I think I hiked Tuesday and through the timber and that kind of good stuff. I wasn't running. All the experts and stuff said, and all the training said not to run, not doing crazy stuff for 13 days after the half. They say 1 day for every mile you run. You want to not go out and do too much. I was feeling fine, so I ignored it. Wednesday I went back out and I hiked a good, probably, I don't know, it was in that 15, 20 mile range. It was way too far. And then by Thursday morning I woke up and I was in pain. My ankle's been hurting me pretty good. I think I have a torn groin muscle, which I think I'd done climbing in and out of the creek a couple times napped, and also just that running part. I've been having some massive problems with it. I've been trying my best to get in to see a doctor. The doctor I had seen before, she's a fat, lazy woman who, when I told her about an earlier ankle injury, her answer to me was, well, just stop running and you won't have those injuries anymore. Well, that's not a very smart thing to tell somebody who's in the process. I just started my training for my first half marathon, and doesn't definitely something I was wanting to do is give up on running. So I did not follow my the expert's advice, the advice I was getting about not doing stuff, and I am massively paying for it now. I'm trying to get to see a new doctor. The one I'm trying to see, people in town have told me she's also a runner, so I have a chance of her knowing a little bit what's going on. I'm not going to quit running just because of an injury. And she's so busy and so backed up with people, or so overrun by wanting to take on new clients, that she gets to pick and choose. I dropped off all the information to them, signed the releases so they could pull it from my other records, and I haven't heard nothing. Called today, asked if they knew anything. They said no. I asked if they had any idea. It would be like 3 hours, 3 days, or 3 months before I'd find out. And the woman, basically, her front desk help, which absolutely sucked, the woman's worthless, had pretty much said, well, she's real busy and she'll just figure it out whenever she gets to it. So I'm going to try and call tomorrow. I might stop in there tomorrow. If I don't hear from them, I'm going to have to drive them up to Ottumwa, which I don't want to do. I don't want to drive 2 freaking hours round trip to see a damn doctor, but my own stupidity, not taking the time off like I should have, and not recovering like I should have, definitely my fault, and I'm going to have to pay for that. So one of the things I'm going to say, make sure you have your rest days. I was good on that in my training. I definitely was doing my rest days, and for some reason I thought after I ran the half marathon that I didn't have to do any rest days again. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I wasn't running, I was out walking on the timber, I'm out pushing a mower and stuff, but I was doing a lot more strenuous activity than I thought I was. My muscles weren't ready for it, and I am definitely paying for that right now. So take your time off, do your recoveries, definitely have a rest day or two. I just got back. I went ahead, pushed them out all my yards today, which I did the same thing, and I feel a little better than I did, last week. But we'll see what happens. I also went for my a run again. I tried to run a couple times. I ran a mile back from where I dropped off the truck that I held the lawnmower in back home, and I ended up, I think I was about a 9:20, 9:40 pace somewhere there. I didn't actually get the overall exact. I was looking at my watch off and on, so I'll know that in a little bit. But I feel bad. I mean, I got Saturday a week from now. Actually, so like it's just a few days away. So I'm looking at 5 days from now. I've got a 5K that my buddy and I were going to try and break a 24-minute time. So we're going to try and get into the sub 24 times. And as I stand right now, I can't imagine having anywhere near the ability and the physical strength to do that right now, because I am in so much pain. I'm going to try and man up. I'm going to try and get this figured out and get to a doctor. Hopefully they can give me something for it to help, I don't know, tell me what it is, the most thing. That's what I'm concerned about. So anyway, that's the biggest thing I want to talk about today. Just after your big runs, after your, your races, whatever and stuff, take the time off if you need it to recuperate. That's the problem I had. I did not take the time off like an idiot. Was not real smart, and I'm paying for it. So learn from my ignorant mistakes and have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Get out there and get your sweat on.